So, Ananshri ji, I wanted to, continue our discussion and thought process which has been going on around my daughter, and you already know the specifics of it. But one of the things which we have been trying to practice, both me and my wife, is not to get too emotionally attached and let the things play out, in their own natural sequence, because we can't control the events which are happening. But one of the questions which keeps coming to my mind is, normally we are able to take a lot better decisions if we are emotionally invested and we can empathize with that situation. One of the biggest example is like my wife, who is mother to that child, and even God accepts that, a mother will always take the right decision to the child because she is so much emotionally involved in the child's upbringing. So if we are trying to detach ourselves and not emotionally invest, so the first question comes to my mind is, will we be taking the right decisions? Because if our attachment and emotions are not there, won't we, tend towards making some decisions which are not in the best interest of the child? So I just wanted to hear your opinion.
Yes. Detachment is very good thing, and best decisions only come through detachment. You don't have to emotionally invest yourself in relationships. Relationships actually happen. They are happening on their own accord. You don't have to do anything. Just remain sensitive. Just remain connected to your heart, and decisions will appear. They actually appear.
So, again, related to that is there are two important things which, I feel in my life is that the real empathy comes when I am able to put myself into the shoes of that person. And I wonder, isn't it like, until unless I am able to analyze and associate myself to that position, which a lot of it comes through emotions, only then I understand what that person is going through and be able to respond correctly.
I think currently you are able to know what is going on, what she is feeling, or anyone you love.
Yeah.
You are able to know. Always you are able to know, because deep down there is some connection. There is deep down interconnection. That is inner knowing. You don't have to impose that connection. It is there. It is there.
So you are saying that even though we are not like trying to actually go and emotionally get attached.
It's not
to that
about
situation.
trying.
Yeah.
Actually, it is not about trying.
Yeah.
It's about being. Just be there. And interconnection is always moving. Interconnection is always there. No one creates it. No one creates it. And empathy is not something you can impose. If it is there, then it is there. If it is not there, you can't help. Empathy is something inner, intrinsic thing. It comes.
Okay. So, if my daughter is, obviously she needs to understand in multiple ways that we are there for her, right? So, there are several aspects like financial aspects and logistic aspects. One of the important aspects is, are my parents able to understand me? Are my parents able to, emotionally feel the things which I am going through? So, if we are not, that attached to the situation, will she get the right signals that my parents are really, understanding me and they are, able to do the right things for me? What do you feel about that?
I think it's very clear. it is very subjective thing. It entirely depends on person. Even if you are attached and person is not able to perceive, person will not see that you are so concerned. If that particular individual is so sensitive and open and receptive, and individual is able to feel those subtle vibrations, then there is possibility. But if person subjectively is not able to perceive those subtle vibrations, even if you are attached, even if you are sensitive, even if you are concerned, that person cannot feel. It is subjective thing.
Oh, okay.
It is subjective thing. You can play your own role. You can play only your own part. There is something hidden mystery. If you are playing your part totally, it radiates some energy, it radiates some vibrations, and vibrations reach to that person. So it's all about playing your part totally, and you cannot interfere in others' part. And your satisfaction will come through your own part. If you have played it totally, efficiently, lovingly, your satisfaction will come from your playing.
So, you know, the other dilemma which keeps happening, to both me and my wife is, where do we draw the line, right? So, there's always this inner desire for us to, let's do this for our daughter, why can't it be done this way, as opposed to maybe we are interfering too much, let's draw away from that situation. So we always keep on having arguments, right? So sometimes that line becomes very blurred, right? So are we interfering, or are we supporting the situation?
Are you concerned or interfering?
Yes.
Yes, it is there, but try to be more and more sensitive. Try to be more and more sensitive. Only you can do this thing. There is no other way. You will do what your body, mind and your intellect allows in this moment. How can you do something different? It's your entire structure, inner structure, that is pushing you towards that direction. It's your inner structure at this moment. Understanding, your experience, your knowledge, that is coming in this moment, and your actions will happen according to that inner structure. So the thing to do is focusing on our inner structure, raising our consciousness, raising our awareness, raising our sensitivity. And as we become more sensitive, more conscious, we can see the difference, encroachment and concern. Where encroachment ends and where concern begins, or where concern ends and encroachment begins. It can be seen only in the light of awareness. So we have to raise our awareness first.
And how do we do that?
Just see the life clearly. Just focus on your thought process. And if you know, then you can meditate also. You can meditate. But meditation, in my view, is seeing life as it is, clearly. Whatever it is. And try to see if it is your imposition, you are imposing, or it is the fact. Try to investigate. The process is called self-investigation. Self-investigation. So keep on investigating.
Okay. So does this self-investigation will ultimately lead to self-realization, and then we can act on it? Or?
Actually, this is self-realization, but self-realization is also very elusive term. It is individual term. You will be self-realized according to your own journey. And your self-realization will not be similar to my self-realization or other person's self-realization. self-realization or enlightenment, because your journey is unique. So your enlightenment and your self-realization will be unique. Raman Maharishi used to say, try to know who you are. He gave this like meditation, try to explore who am I. But how to investigate who am I? The question is,
Yeah.
how to investigate who am I? My suggestion is, we can see our life patterns, we can see our entanglement, we can see our emotions, everything, whatever is coming from a detached point of view. Detached point of view. As some movie is going on, you can see it from a detached point of view. Then someday you can see the difference between seer and the happening. In fact, we are seer, the watcher, observer, witness. And meditation is entering into that space where observer is working, that seer.
So, okay, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So, just going back to some of the events which unfolded while, we have been, at least I've been like confiding in you and trying to get some direction. So one of the things which frequently keeps happening is we feel guilty as parents if certain things which we have dreamt about our children are not happening. So we immediately associated that maybe we didn't raise our child correctly, maybe we did something wrong, which we shouldn't have. So is that something natural, and is there something we should do about it, or just take it as a natural process and say, okay, this is what it is?
Guilt is something totally unnatural.
Okay.
You did what you could do perfectly. There is no other way. You did perfectly what you could do. Now at this moment you think, if I have done this thing, if I have not done this thing, it is mental speculation. And in fact, we are able to do what we can do. Right now, in spite of all shoulds and should nots, you will act according to your total inner structure. It is there. So we always do what we can do. Guilt should not be there. There is no space for guilt. Guilt is mental creation, imagination based. But you have done perfectly all right. Only it was possible. And in this moment, whatever you are doing, only that thing is possible. Your financial capabilities, your mental capabilities, your physical capabilities, your social surroundings, all are creating that happening.